Okay. All right. Looks like what I just got to refresh there. Hit refresh. All right, we're back. Thank you so much, Wayne. I'll talk with you. Thank you, sir. All right, everybody. We are back here at Lightning. Sorry for that delay. It looks like we can continue with today's action here at Lightning Strikes. We had some technical difficulty and hopefully we should be okay. Scoring will come in now for game one. Let me pull it up here and see what we have for all of you. We are now in game two. And right now leading is Mike Conway and Logan Marquardo at 5:45. Robert Eddy and Rob Little, 5:32. Scott Berry, Greg Garrison, 5:22. 5:13. Stouffer and Ratchin, Rucker and MacGyver, 5:11. Linder and Chris, 5:11. Viet Hong and Rafael Augusto, 5:10. Sybil and Tony. Very high scores. If you'll notice, 11 teams with 500 or more. We have 29 teams today bowling, 58 bowlers. I'm Larry Lickstein. Great to be back with all of you. Sorry for the little hiccup we just had, but I think we can get back to our show here and run it for you. We're now going on Facebook and the Lightning Strikes Facebook page, or excuse me, Lightning Strikes Facebook page and YouTube. Now we've got 9 in a row on 29. Stouffer started with 8 in a row. So scores very high today. 11 teams at 500 or more. Again, Wayne Toplin, thank you so much, sir. We had to, he had to get in on his laptop from home and try to find out why we were losing our screens. But I think we can get through the show here, and sorry for that malfunction. But we are back and we are ready. Yeah, we had a lot of comments and a lot of viewers on before we had the technical difficulties, so sorry about that, but it looks like we're up and going again, and hopefully we'll be able to run this show today the way we like. Okay. So we're going to be watching. Looks like Dave Bullock right here on the first 9. Again, no logos up for this part of the show, folks. We lost them also. We're just going to try and run through it the way we are. Oops. Look at that shot, boy. He didn't want to do that. But makes up for one of those ring and 10 pins he's left in his life. Sometimes the game is very forgiving, and you have to miss a lot for it to be forgiving, and he just did. He missed a lot and got a strike. And you know, that's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't think that bowling should be in the Olympics. Because you can miss by a lot and strike. Like in baseball, you miss the ball, you're not hitting it. In golf, you miss the hole, it's not going in. In football, you miss your receiver, he's not catching it. In bowling, you miss your mark by 5 inches and you strike. And a lot of people feel that's why bowling has not gotten the respect it needs to be in the Olympics. And there's some merit to that. But I have thought about a way that I believe we could do now in the modern era of bowling. I believe there's a way with laser technology that if a person crossed a head pin and struck, it would not be a strike because they missed their mark. So what you would have is 2 scenarios. Number one, if the laser was set up to grade a pocket hit, in other words, the tolerances of a pocket hit, and you stayed within those tolerances, you got a strike. If you got without those tolerances and struck, then the next question would be, what is the penalty? So you'd have to really change the game. However, I do think, and I really mean this, that there's going to be a day that's going to happen. I truly mean it. They will figure it out through laser technology, and I hope it's in my lifetime, because we might get in the Olympics if that did happen. Bowlers now finishing game 2 at 2:30, so it looks like it's about an hour and a half. So at 4, we should be going into our last game. Should be done sometime today around 6 o'clock. It is a great idea. Consider this. Think about this for a minute. What we can't do is let the human eye judge. Because the human eye cannot read tolerances, but computers and lasers can. So here's a scenario for you. Let's say, through research and development, the pocket was decided to be 2 inches wide from the center of the head pin to the right of it into the 3 pin. In other words, they came up with a zone. And if the ball was in that zone and you struck, you got a strike. Or if it was in that zone and you got 9, you got 9. But out of that zone, if you struck, it would not be a strike. I think every bowler in the world would agree to that. In other words, if it's not in the strike zone, why are you getting a strike? It's pretty simple. You didn't have to go to Harvard. You don't deserve a strike if you missed the strike zone. Well, it's never been able to be established by the human eye, but it can be by computers and lasers. That changes the whole sport and gives it nothing but credibility. And if you'll notice, they're doing that in baseball right now with the imaginary batter's box, where they're going to eliminate umpires for the first time in 150 years. They're going to use laser technology. And if a ball is outside of that box, it's not going to be called a strike. And if it's going to be in the box, it's not going to be called a ball. And for the first time in baseball, an umpire can't make a bad call on balls and strikes. Now, we watch it every day in baseball. The ball misses the box, and the umpire goes strike, and the batter goes nuts. the ball's in the box, and it's called a ball, and the pitcher goes nuts. They're going to eliminate that. So it is being done. Like in football, they still use the chains. They go by eye. There might be a day where there's lasers set up that could actually read where that football was when it got set down on the turf. And boy, would that change the whole game of football beyond comprehension. And I believe we're not that far away from it. You know, we could send rockets to the moon. We could figure out a way to do it in a bowling center. I hope it happens in my lifetime. Can you imagine if that happened for the first time in bowling league history? A guy got a Brooklyn, and there was no such thing as a Brooklyn strike ever again in the world of bowling. That alone, think about what it means as far as integrity goes. You're no longer lucky. You no longer miss and get a strike. You miss, and there's a penalty. Now, what the penalty would be is I don't think you should be penalized for missing. I think you should be awarded for striking in the pocket, but not penalized for striking when you miss the pocket. The next question is, what would be the leave if you missed the pocket and struck? What would be the pins respotted? And again, that's where a very large committee of experts would have to come up with a solution. For example, maybe the last two pins that fell would be spotted, or the last pin that fell would be respotted. I don't know. One of many suggestions. We are allowed to daydream a little on this show. I like daydreaming. Some of my daydreams have never, ever come to fruition. I have dreamed to be a millionaire. That's out. I've dreamed for my hair to come back. That's out. I'm not going to say a few of the other dreams because this is a family show. How you doing? Everything good? Yeah. Okay. Game 2 now ending. We will have the scores in shortly. Again, we want to thank all of you for your patience today and coming back with us. Sorry for that little delay, but Wayne is on it now. He has seen what's going on here, and I'm sure he's going to get into the computer tonight or tomorrow and stare at it a little bit, but wasn't that nice of him? He's home at his house right now in Buckingham, and he got in the computer and got me going, and believe me, I'm very appreciative for that. You know, he's home working in his yard, stopped what he's doing, got in the computer, and got us going again. Well, you see, the luck factor has always been the reason bowling didn't get any Olympics. And everybody says, well, a Brooklyn strike shouldn't count. Well, they missed their mark and they get rewarded. Well, you're right. You see, bowling was designed in the old days to be a game of pure accuracy and zero technology. What happened in recent years, the technology has increased so much that there is now a luck factor. In other words, missing your mark, creating area, Brooklyn strikes because of the lighter wood. Keep in mind, in the old days, they were flat bottom pins with a low center of gravity, and Brooklyn strikes did not carry a lot. They really didn't. And you couldn't miss your target a lot and get to the pocket. In the 30s and 40s, you really had to hit what you were looking at, or you would not strike. So as the years went by, the advent of the automatic pin setter caused the pins to be lighter, so that allowed more lucky hits, if you will, like that one Stouffer just threw right there on 34. That's a lucky hit. That's a technology hit. That's light wood with a resin ball. It's not the bowler's fault. The industry has to make money or it will fail. So technology has kept the industry alive with high performance equipment and lighter wood. In turn, the Olympics look at it as a game of luck. And they're right. Not complete luck, but luck. Andy Varapapa used to tell me if he missed 2 boards to the right of his target, he missed a head pin. Today, you miss 2 boards to the right of your target and you go dead flush with these weight blocks and these resin balls. There is no accuracy in the true sense. Now, that's not a knock on the bowlers. It's not their fault. Bowlers just bowl. It's not a knock on the industry. If people start averaging 140 again, there won't be any bowling. So, unfortunately, people want to strike. All right, game 2 coming in. Here we go. Let's take a peek, see what we got. Oops, sorry about that. Bear with me. And there it is, Eddie and Little, 10:45. Barry and Garrison, 10:25. A pin behind Rucker and MacGyver. And look at the scores, over 1,000. Oh my God. 4 games in, 9 teams over 1,000. Conway and Marquardo in 9th. Hilton and Zell, 974. Look at the 970s. Scores extremely high today. And strangely enough, and I don't know why, Thor and Fuste in 24th place with 903, which is a decent number. Amazing scoring difference today. We'll get back to the action. It looks like it's going to take well over 2,000 to make it, so we'll be keeping our eye on that. All right, I might try to sneak a logo up here and there. I hate watching those television shows when we're live streaming. I really don't want that. So I'm going to try and sneak this Audi logo in front of that TV set here. That was the main idea for this system anyways, is to block the TV sets. But when we lost transmission, we lost everything, including my hair. And here comes the great Robert Hilton, our Hall of Famer, last October, formerly out of Jamaica. And there he is. And boy, is he fun to watch when he starts striking. Mike Quirk, interesting history there. Coming out of Erie, Pennsylvania, from 92 to 96, he was at every arena finals in Erie, including Bob Learn's record-setting 4 games finals with 300. He watched that. He's very good friends with Bob Learn and the Warren family that still owns that bowling center in Erie. And Mike has helped me so much with our live streaming here and tuning things up. I want to thank Mike for his help. He's a great guy, a cancer survivor. Last year he had it, went to radiation. He's feeling great. He looks good too. His health is back. Him and I compare notes all the time. And Gary Seitz, bowling today, just got done with radiation about a month ago. He's lost some weight, but looks good. And these are dear friends of ours here in the bowling community in Fort Myers, and it's so nice to have them bowling with all of us today. These are some great people that are lifers, have bowled all their lives and refuse to quit under very tough circumstances, radiation, hormone shots, all the things they give you when you're going to treatment. And I love it, honoring my friends that have beat it, and I have prayers for the people that are struggling with it. Oh my God, he almost left a pocket 6-7. You see that, Scott Berry? Again, I want to thank all of you for bearing with me today. It's one of those days where we don't have bad weather, we just have bad live streams. But we are back, and we are ready for a great afternoon of competition. For a great PBA senior tour this year. Again, we're all thinking about John Rakoski, all of us here locally. Now, we know he's on the mend, and we know he does have a potential to bowl again. What we don't know is recovery time, and will he be ready for that unbelievable action against the best over the age of 50. So he did have his operation. He's on the mend. It's a question of when he can pick up the ball again. He hasn't bowled for 3 months. He probably doesn't remember the last time he had 3 months where he didn't bowl. So, you know, he's going to be stiff. The hand's going to shrink. Could be a little atrophy in the legs. You know, the forearm, obviously, when you don't use those muscles, there is going to be some fatigue involved. And again, if it's a 40-game format, I don't, you know, after not bowling for 3 months to bowl 40 games, you could get hurt. What could happen is you strain the body enough that you might pull a hamstring or a tendon. And we all know about our bodies over the age of 50. We're not 25 anymore, so naturally he's got to watch it. He's a great bowler, and Ole will be bowling his 4th year on the senior tour when he does come back. So we're hoping that John can get it done and get back into action safely. Try to get these up so if our potential or our sponsors pull up my show that didn't know we went down for a while, their first thought are going to be is, where's my logo? I don't blame them, they paid for it. So you got to remember when I'm putting these up, it's because people have paid to have them up. So I really didn't want to have to fool with it, but it looks like we're okay. Again, scores very high today. 9 teams over 1,000 for 4 games with handicap, which is a monster. So 9 teams averaging 250. So just multiply it out at 500 a game. Is 2,500 going to lead this thing? It's possible. Very possible. Ron Rice giving a flex right there. Ron Rice out of Naples, Florida, giving it the muscle flex. The format today is 5 games. The top 3 teams then go to a step ladder. So After 5 games, there'll be a number 1 seed, the 2 and the 3 seed. The 2 and the 3 will bowl each other. 1 game, the winners will move on to bowl the tournament leaders. So that will happen sometime around 5 o'clock or so. Maybe 4:30, somewhere in there. You know, our live stream in its 32nd month since I got back here in July of 2023. 4 more months we will have live streamed for 3 consecutive years. And I want to thank all our sponsors, Robert Eddy, our staff, and all of you for making this possible. I get very pumped up when I do this. I don't look at it as a burden. Occasionally, you know, there's what I would call issues that you have to deal with that are not caused by people. You know, for example, if we have an air conditioning problem, we miss a show, or a technical problem with the computers, we might miss some things. But the people have been the best. My guys that have helped me in here with this system have been unbelievable. Jerry Michelanek has pitched in. Wayne Toplin doing an unbelievable job since I got back here in July of 23.
Over here. Over here. Pam, over here.
And just an overall team effort here at Lightning for our tournaments, leagues, live stream. And again, you know, we have bumps in the road like any other business. But what I can tell you is, even though at times there might be an internal issue, morale is usually very high in here. Our customers have it. Our customers enjoy being here. You know, the tough thing is if you lose somebody on the staff that you really like, where they leave or for whatever reason, you know, they don't come back. And sometimes we lose somebody we really wanted to stay. It's tough. This is not an easy business. There's so many variables involved. Families, travel time, 7-day a week being open. Having to deal with league bowlers at times can be very stressful. In my case, I've been pretty lucky. You know, they give me this nice chair and these wonderful cameras and this great setup, and I can come in here and be with all of you, and it's just fine. And yes, I get paid to talk, Andrew Kraft. Don't go any further than that, Andrew, because I'll hit the hide button. I'm not warning you, Andrew. I'm just letting you know that I'm watching carefully. Andrew has a tendency to get carried away a little bit, folks. But I let him because I like him. Oh, look at Robert Eddy ripping that rack. And the other night he put something down and I almost hit the hide button, and I said, no, I'm going to leave it up. And then I thought to myself, no, you should take it down. Then I said, no, I'm going to leave it up. And he knows what he put down, and I'm not going to get into it. I like him. Like I said, he gets a little carried away. So, you know, I let him slide. Look at Bullock with another string. Now, Bullock went 299 last game, and look at this. What is he doing today? Check this out. 299 last game. And I want to double check that. Bullock 233, 299. And this game here on 31-2 has another chance for 300. He's coming off a 299. Oh my God. So we're going to stay right here and watch him. Longtime bowler, his dad, the Bullock family, avid bowlers in their lives. Juan Lara, you miss bowling here? Andrew Crabb. PG rated version, sipping down, moving. Andrew, don't get Litchy mad. Please, Andrew. Please, Andrew, be nice to Litchy today. Litchy does not deserve that, Andrew. Be nice, Andrew. We're going to watch Bullock now. Now keep in mind, coming off of 299 and starting with the first 8. Now, he's a good bowler, and everybody wants 300 games, and wouldn't that be something if he has a chance at back-to-back 300s right now, and he needs a triple to have that happen. Hold it. Wow, look at this. Must be that Yankee hat. He's the reason that you wear a hat when you bowl, Lou? Well, maybe for Christmas you can buy him a new Yankee hat. What do you think? He might be superstitious, though, and keep that thing on forever. I know you're ribbing me, Andrew. I know that. That's why I didn't take it down. I wasn't in love with it, but I said, well, it's Andrew. What'd you expect? You know he's going to get you. So I let it slide because it's you. See, I actually respected you, Andrew. Now, Panko put it down. I'd never talk to him again. What I really like when we see this, and I know all of you will agree with me, when you get a man bowling here every weekend, like Bullock, who just started about 3 months ago. He started coming up here Saturdays and Sundays. And obviously it means a lot to him or he wouldn't be here. Now he's taking a ride, 50 miles each way. So he's putting 100 miles on Saturday and 100 miles on Sunday. He's driving 200 miles to come up here and bowl from Naples. And then you see him having a day like this, and your first thought would be good. The man's putting that kind of time in to be competitive. And the reason is he wants to bowl tournaments, and we're the only ones running them every weekend. And, other houses have their business plan. They do not and will not run tournaments 52 weekends a year. They won't do it. And we do. And some weekends, like last weekend, we had 15 people bowling Sunday. It was disappointing. But today we got 58 bowling, so it's rewarding. And we feel that's our business plan. How they run their businesses in these other facilities is their business. But we're the only ones running 104 tournaments a year, or over 100 anyways. I think we might miss 3 or 4 days here and there, but we're darn close to 100. So you will be here tomorrow, Andrew. Andrew, I won't pick on you, although I was inclined to. I was going to give it to you a little bit, but I figure I'll leave you alone. And Hooley with a solid 8, and he certainly didn't want that. Yes, no stops at Fort Myers, Tom. We're very disappointed, but we could not run it with 2 months' notice. It just doesn't work.
10-2 Yankees over the Tigers.
Really?
Jones 2 home runs, Spencer Jones 1 home run.
Does this game count? Spring training.
Just started today.
Oh, okay. All right, so now Bullock's going to come up here, and we're going to have a lot of fun watching this because very seldom do we have a chance to see somebody go back-to-back 300s here. And, of course, he didn't get the first one, but he has a chance again a half hour later. Unbelievable. All right, here we go. Dave Bullock for the second shot at 300, and boy, I'm really hoping we can see this. I mean, he's taking his time. He's going to let Kaiser bowl in front of him. Here he goes. That's a hold it, hold it, hold it. No, he went left. Darn it. Just didn't get it off the hand. 299. You can see it was just left off the hand. He is straight through the front, but it looked to me like there was a couple of boards left, and that's a squeeze. That's tension in the arm swing. I always say to people, the only thing you should squeeze is, well, three things: your girlfriend or your wife or $100 bills. After that, don't squeeze anything. Hannah Lee's watching. Thanks, Hannah. I needed that. Yes, Larry the Jinx. The word's out. It's not only you, Hannah. The word is out. Andrew, if you're bringing something for my noggin to protect me, after what you posted the other night about me, I'm scared to death of what you're going to bring me. You see, I've started to think that I might have to put you on my enemy list. And that means if you're bringing me a gift, I'm not so sure it's a gift. In other words, there's a lot of things you could put on my head besides a hat, Andrew. Be careful, Andrew. Be careful with Uncle Itchy. All right, game 3 now in the books. 2 to go. And then we will have our 2 games of heads-up competition on 25 and 6. The finals pair here at Lightning for most tournaments. Yeah, I guess it's supposed to go down to the 30s again here. That's crazy. I don't like that at all. God, the weather's been, it hasn't been the nicest winter so far. From January 1st to now, I wouldn't rate this one. I've been here 20 of them. I wouldn't rate this one in the top 15. Not at all. This winter here has been, well, we shouldn't complain, let's put it that way, but it hasn't been what we're used to. It's a babushka. Well, I got a little Russian in me, so a babushka's fine. I have Russian in me. In the turn of the last century, my grandparents landed at Ellis Island in the harbor at New York. And 2 grandparents were from Poland and 2 from Russia. So I have Russian and Polish in me. It's nothing to brag about, but we all have origins, right? I have friends of mine that I met across this country of so many origins. Indian origin, Middle Eastern origin. The great John Jowdy, who was a legendary Hall of Famer, USBC and PBA, was Lebanese. And his parents were born in Lebanon and came to the United States in the 20s. And Eddie Elias was Lebanese, the founder of the PBA. Not a lot of people know that. You don't really hear of a lot of Lebanese people, but 2 of those gentlemen both made it to the PBA and USBC Hall of Fame of full Lebanese origin. So it's interesting when you go back over the years and you find out about the origin of many of the people in the bowling industry. I had a lot of people whose parents were born in Italy. Of course, obviously, Belmonte from Australia, right? Australian origin. Jesper Svensson, Swedish origin, and Mika, Finnish origin. Guppy Troop, Scottish origin. Interesting, right? All came here to the melting pot. Look at Robert Eddy. Robert Eddy with Carrie from Another Planet. And that's about the latest six pin I've ever seen in my life. I think he had one of his mechanics knock it over with a hanger. I think one of the boys were back there helping him out with the hanger trick. Swedish Mats Carlson, there you go. You know, I'm kind of going to be very curious about the World Series of Bowling, which is going to be held in Minneapolis. Last year, during the World Series of Bowling, I think 4 bowlers won from foreign countries. I believe 4. Larry Stella, you might be able to verify that for me. I think 4 won. And we usually draw a lot of foreign entries for those events. And the World Series of Bowling has had a history of foreign players winning from Japan, Korea, quite a list. That's going to be real interesting to watch in Minnesota. And I believe now it'll simmer down a little bit and we'll all hope and pray that they can recover up there from something that I don't think any of us ever dreamed we'd see on television. So, pro or con, I don't think anybody would have dreamed it. Definitely a part of our history that will go down in the annals of history as something that was hard to describe. Yes, there was 4. Larry Stella, thank you for verifying that. That's a lot. You know, when the foreigner, 30 years ago, the foreigners couldn't do that. They had no chance to come in here and dominate. And believe me, they've tightened the gap up with American talent and foreign talent. It's a much tighter gap. Sam McHugh right here has had some big scores at Bolero this past year. A few weeks ago, she had 760 over at Bolero, so she can line them up. Looks like she's struggling a little today, but she is a good bowler. And that's what Bullock had to throw last game on that 10th frame. He makes that shot, he has a shot at 300. Yo there, Frankie G. What are you doing there, Frankie G? Yeah, hello, my dear. How are you? Nice to see you.
257.
257 you had last game. Last game you had 257. Frankie, last game. Last game 257.
Yes, sir. 257.
And do you have proof?
Yeah, it's on paper.
Do you have documentation?
I use one ball.
Do you have a video? Do you have video proof? Are you proving by video?
Yes, I am.
Just double checking. He laughs.
Well, I only use one ball. Everybody says, how come I didn't have
You
a spare
only
ball?
on one ball?
Yeah, I use my first ball as my spare ball.
Use your first ball as your spare ball?
And I never change.
Do you have proof?
Yeah. On the video.
All right, let's check the standings out. Here we go. And Eddie and Little still leading. And look at the teams over 1,500. 7 of them. It definitely looks like 2,500's got a shot to lead this thing. That is a lot of wood. Barry and Garrison right there. Conway and Marquardo, 56 out. But look at where we are for the third spot. 50, 56, 60, 62, 62, 71. So in essence, the team in 8th place, 35 pins out of 45 pins out of, no, 35 pins out of 3rd place. So this is going to go down to the wire here with literally 10 or 11 teams with the potential of making it. And I'm really hoping, and I've said this the last few weeks, and I'm going to say exactly why. I'm really hoping that everybody commends our 2 new announcers, even if they get out of the chute and they look like they could do better. I think everybody should give them a fair chance, and several tournaments to get it. I do believe they're going to. You're talking about 2 professionals, professional announcer, and a young man that's been doing a lot of live streaming and YouTubing for several years now. And I'm hoping that these 2 young gentlemen get a lot of compliments and a lot of people praising them. I hope the crazies on Facebook leave them alone and give them a fair chance at it. That's what scares me too. Some of those people on there are absolutely ruthless when it comes to offering praise. It's not a perfect world, but instinct would say give them a fair chance. That's the human thing to do. Let them get out there, let them get their feet wet. Anyway, we'll be on the air tomorrow. Paradise Vintage Market 50 and over eliminator and the 49 and under eliminator. And boy, would we love to get a sponsor to join Paradise Vintage on these Sunday events. There is an opening. Somebody wants to buy the heading to that eliminator. Paradise Vintage in their second year, and what a place that is. For those of you in Fort Myers, go over the 41 bridge, North Fort Myers, get to Hancock Bridge, the second light, and right behind McDonald's is a huge 30,000 square foot building, and it is unbelievable. There's over 1 million items in there of collectibles. I was by there this morning. I could not stop, or yesterday morning, excuse me. I went to Harbor Freight, which is right across the street, and I was in a hurry to get here. I had to do some work in Ricky's Pro Shop, but I was there, and that parking lot had about 50 cars in it of hunters of fine objects. It's got over 100,000 comic books in there, just them alone. I mean, it's crazy the amount of stuff that's in there. And it's owned by Beth and Brian Copeland, and what a job they do. They're kind people. And they were voted the #1 business in North Fort Myers of the year by the Chamber of Commerce. They have brought a lot of prestige to that parking lot. Before it was not as prestigious. I'll use those words for a number of reasons that I don't want to get into, but it's cleaned up. It really is. It's wonderful. Eddie and Little leading this things, or Little and Eddie, depending on how you want to look at it. The bottom line is they're bowling very well. Jeremy Jones is on. Welcome aboard, Jeremy. Very nice group on today. Again, an honor for me. Thank you all for joining us. Even you, Andrew, thank you. Or a little Robert. I'm not saying that, Jerry. You could say that. Jerry, I have to walk a very thin line here. There's a slippery slope here. I have to be very careful especially with my analogies of Robert Eddy. Very, very careful. Because he does have the power to show me the door, and sometimes the door only swings one way. So you have to be very careful in my position. Rick Nicholson's on. Welcome aboard, Rick. Good to see you the other evening, sir. I walked over dropped into Lehigh Lanes to say hello to Chris and his wife. And there was Rick. There he was. Us guys always find bowling alleys, Rick. My whole life is in the bowling alley, you know. Yes, there is something wrong with me, but I admit it. I understand that I am not well. I work at a bowling center, and my one night off, I go into a bowling center, or 2 nights off, right? Something wrong there. We're in game 4. Keep in mind, score is very, very high. One of the highest scoring events I've seen in a long time here at Lightning. 1573 for 6. Third place, 1517, and 5 more 1500s behind that, or 4, a 1481. So very high scoring. This is going to go down to that last game, 10th frame. No doubt about it. That ball is you.
Today it is.
That's the first time I've seen the ball away from the pocket and they came back with energy.
Yeah.
You got a little room to the right.
New ball too, though. Sometimes new balls work better, but yeah, I like it. I'm throwing a ball decent. So
That rotation on that ball and what you're doing with your hand, that's you.
hope I keep it up.
Oh yeah. Robert throwing a lot of Brunswick equipment courtesy of his friends, Tyler Armour and Dino Castillo and Jason Couch, who all take care of Robert. And Robert, an avid thrower of the Brunswick brands. They have been extremely generous with Robert. They know he is an avid bowler. And it shows that these balls that he's throwing right now are great. And he's got a look. And if he starts carrying the corners, he could win this tournament very easily. So we'll be watching that. Let's watch this shot here now. Oh yeah, that thing's picking right up. Look at that. He's got a great look. I love it. If I was bowling, I'd get me one of those. And I'm not joking. That ball looks fantastic. Because if Robert can make it strike, it's got to be a good ball. You must understand that. John Pullen is on. Welcome aboard, John. Got some new names today on there. I know it's a Brunswick brand or Ebonite or Hammer brand, which are all made by Columbia, or made by Brunswick. Excuse me, Columbia brand. I'll find out, Andrew, but it looks good, really good for his rotation, his roll. Looks fantastic. He's got a hard time getting the ball to come off the oil with some energy, and this ball's doing that. I mean, it's picking up. I mean, obviously the layout's important, but I've seen Robert throw a lot of bowling balls. This one here looks different than most of his equipment, or all of his equipment. So it's just matching up to his rotation. Oaks Farms and Seat to Table in their 7th year of sponsorship here. What a shot in the arm that was during the COVID year. During the COVID year, I don't know if a lot of you remember, Oaks Farms put up $20,000 for the Oaks Farms League in the fall of 2020. Robert's 2nd year of ownership, $20,000 added. And they did it because they wanted people to come back. They were afraid. They were very afraid of what COVID had done, not only to the country, but to our region. And they were thinking they might lose half the league, and they, put up money that obviously you never see for a league. 20,000 added. I never forgot making that announcement when I heard it. I had a lump in my throat. I almost started to cry because I had never heard of it before. That a local company would give bowling that kind of money. And Audie came in that fall. That was Audie's first fall here. And Dave Forbes came in with 5,000 added, and cars if you bowl 300 or 800 with handicap. And all of a sudden, in night 1 we had 3, and in night 2 we had 5. So 8 people got cars for 2 days. By the end of the year, he had given away, listen to this, 300 2-day car usages. 300 times 2 days is 600 days times $100 a day is $60,000 in car usages in year 1. And that is documented. Naturally, he had to slow that down. I don't think he realized, any of us realized, that that bonus was a little too analyzed properly. In other words, 300 and 800 with handicap. Well, at 85% at 235, you're going to get a lot of 300 games. I don't know exactly the name of that ball, but that's that gray-looking thing down there. See it on the ball return? It's the second one on the right. The second one in, and it's a grayish blue. And that ball for Robert Eddy, and I have to say this, and I don't do it because of Brunswick, I do it because of the ball. It is fantastic, and it is a Brunswick-made ball. It's perfect for his rotation. He very seldom gets a ball to pick up like that, if ever, and move left like it's doing off the oil. And it's doing it. And let's watch him throw it. He's going to come up here again momentarily. I'll come back when his turn is up. Might be a zone, Jerry, whatever it is. I'll tell you right now, his ball does not do that ever until this ball. Something's going on. I mean, he might have changed his grip. Maybe he's got a little more tilt with his hand action. That's possible too. But the ball really looks good. A lot of Robert's bowling balls hit fairly weak, and will leave a lot of weak 10s and a lot of 7 pins on off hits. This ball's picking up energy. You can see it. Davion coming up, I believe, on 7 in a row. Right here on 27, Davion Swiney. No 300s today, $2.99 by Dave Bullock. Oh, Davion almost leaves a stone 7-9. My God. Did not deserve that. Get a look at that thing that Robert's throwing. See, that ball moved pretty good. I mean, he missed right, and it came back, and he almost got the 10 out. In other words, the 6 is in the flat gutter, but normally his ball doesn't hook like that. It's got some room. Danger zone purple ice, that might be it. Well, Jimi Hendrix sang Purple Haze. So we're going to have the Purple Ice, the Purple Haze, and the Purple People Eater by Sheb Woolley. It was a one-eyed, one-horned, fine purple people eater. I know, forget it, Larry. Sheb Woolley. Sheb Woolley starred in the movie The Outlaw Josie Wales, High Noon, with Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly. Wagon Train with Clint Eastwood. Shelby Woolley. The Purple Rain by Prince. The Hammerhead Pearl, that could be it. And Gina's on. All right, bowlers now finishing game 4 of this 5-game qualifier. Again, we will cut to the top 3 of the step ladder, and right now Robert Eddy and Rob Little are bowling very well, and of course with a game to go anything can happen, but right now they're going to be in the top 3 and possibly leading after this 4th game. We'll look at the scoring. Watch this one again now. Look at it, Robert missed that 10 pin. That could be a costly miss. The last thing you want to do now is let your spare game go awry. So if Little goes out for 57 and Robert goes out for 13, that's a 470. Chances are they're going to be in the lead with a game to go. This ball doesn't do that. I'm telling you, for somebody that throws the ball straight, and as many times as I've seen him bowl, when you see his ball shift left like that, that's called matching it up. This place is starting to fill up too. A lot of open bowlers in here today. We love it when we get open bowlers. So let's see what Eddie and Little bowled this last game here. They went 13 and 24, and Little missed a one-pinner. And boy, you talk about key mistakes late. They got 3 opens that game, 3 one-pinners, 33 pins lost in 1-pin spares in 3 shots. And I preach it every week. You're not going to win tournaments doing that. And if they lose this tournament, or get seeded other than number 1, now you know why. There's 33 pins right there in the 6th, 9th, and 10th frames, 11 each frame. Cannot do. It doesn't work. Buy all these nuclear $300 balls and you can't make a one-pinner, it doesn't work. I'll tell you, missing one-pinners cost me, I don't even want to tell you, you won't believe me, it cost me a U.S. Open TV Finals, it cost me a PBA Championship in Rochester, New York, it cost me 2 TV shows on the Senior Tour, Las Vegas and Brentwood, California. It cost me a PBA title win in Winston-Salem, California, which was 55 years ago yesterday. Or Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And I've had 55 years to think about it, and it still bothers me. That's why Walter Ray Williams, to me, and Norm Duke and Pete Weber and Earl are the 4 greatest bowlers that ever lived because of their spare shooting. They did not give anything away. Walter Ray Williams set the record about 15 years ago or so, where he went 177 straight one-pin spares before he missed one. That's all I had to hear. And I knew then that that was a record that we might not ever see broken. 177 straight one-pinners. All right. And Gina Ruccioni. Gina, I've had to lecture Gina on her one-pin spares, ladies and gentlemen. She gets the Litchi lecture free of charge, and then I bill her actually 2 slices of pizza at Tony's. And she always pays. I love it. I love free pizza. Plus she's Italian, and she's buying me pizza. I love it. All right, scores now coming in for Game 4 of this 5-game qualifier. And again, I want to thank you all for being with us today. I want to thank Wayne Toplin for getting this thing up and going. We had a little problem, but we're pretty solid now because of Wayne's dedication to this live stream. I called him up at home. He's working in the yard. He comes running in, gets on the computer, gets me up and going, and boy, Pretty lucky to have that. Thank you, Wayne. And no logos up because when we got up the last time, we lost the logos, but that's okay. As long as we're up and running, that's what counts. My phone volume needs to be turned down? Really? I didn't even hear it. Boy, we got an echo, Gina? Scott Cooper's on. Welcome aboard, Scott. Nice to have you with us. All right, game 5 now coming up here at Lightning. I didn't realize I was echoing. Nobody told me. It should be okay now. I turned it down. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Did not know it. You can still hear it? Really? Well, I just shut it off, so hopefully it'll be gone. Gina, I'll turn it off for 2 slices of Tony's. I'll bill you. All right, game 5 coming up. Interestingly enough, if we take a good look at the top 3, this is where we're at. Eddie and Little shot about 440. That's their low set of the day. So Barry and Garrison are right on them. Conway and Mercado obviously have a shot, but look behind them. Bullock and Kayla, Brandon and James, Mike and Emily, all in the hunt. Ron and Frankie G, all in the hunt. To go around Conway and Mercado or Barry and Garrison. So at this point, after 3 games, there's literally 8 teams looking for 3 spots. I think at 15 and 70, well, not Hilton and Zell. They could definitely light them up for 500 and make it. Stevens and Eichmann are at 119 out, 63 out of 3rd. But if you look at 3rd place and look at 98 out, Dema and Carlo, a lot of teams still in the hunt for 3 spots. Again, 58 bowlers bowling today. 6 will make the roll-off. 29 teams, 3 doubles teams will make it. Okay, we are also on YouTube today. I haven't really checked the chat out. I don't know if there is any chat. I just didn't have time. No chat on YouTube. Good. I couldn't answer it all. Quado, and let me double check where those fellas are. They're in the hunt to make this thing also. Let's see what we got here and pull up the standings. Nope, not yet. Okay. Quado and Conway obviously in the hunt, but we got to wait for that 4th game to come in. As soon as I get the scores, folks, we'll go over all the potential here. Dakota's getting them in now. And all of a sudden we got a locker again here. Darn it. Don't tell me this thing locked up. Oh, God. Unbelievable. Just bear with me, folks. It's locked again, so I gotta wait. Hopefully it'll oh, God. Unbelievable. Sorry about that, folks. We're trying to get it to bring us back to the live action, but it's not working. I know you could probably hear me. We're going to see if we can get Wayne in on this, so bear with me, everybody. I'm going to do my best to get us back to the competition. Yeah, wait, it froze on Tournament Bowl this time. I pulled the scoring up, and now I can't get it to move. It's just staying there. Unbelievable. I'm so sorry to call you. I'm so sorry. I don't know what to do. It's unbelievable. There you go. There you go, Wayne. Yeah. But you did get it back. There you go. So whatever that was there, that was. Well, let's keep it on the 17 through 30 and watch 4 lanes and see what happens. Because after this game, all we got to do is keep it on 25 and 6, because that's the finals pair. So if we can keep it on 17 and 30, and then I can get it over to 25 and 6, we're done. I won't go over the scoring. I'd rather just keep the video up. I'll stay away from tournament ball as soon as I've locked it up. We can wait on that until we figure it out. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right, Wayne, thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to just keep it on 25 and 6, knowing that we're going to have our finals on this pair. Right now, the computer system is locked, but we have this. It's better than nothing. If it changes, obviously, we'll utilize what it gives us. Again, sorry for that. Obviously, we've got some issues that we didn't expect. This will be the finals pair. Again, we won't know about Tournament Bowl until I can get all the scores in. We do have 8 in a row on 21 and 2. Brandon Rucker and James MacGyver have won around Robert Eddy and Rob Little, and then Scott Berry and Grissom are in third. So right now, going into this game, they are the top 3. We're just going to keep it on this. This is all we got. Obviously, we'll get through this on 25 and 6. And there's not much else we can do. Rafael Augusto on 21 and 2. with the first 9. Okay, now Gusto is coming up on 21-2 with the first 9. And he's way to the left on this pair. You might barely see the ball coming. There it is there. And he left a 4-pin. So he'll end up with 279. Again, folks, this is all we got. We're going to try and get through the finals on this pair. Scoring is going in right now, and I'll give you folks an update. As soon as it's in, I'll go to our tournament director desk, and Dakota will have it on his laptop for all of you, and we'll let you know who the top 3 teams are for the roll-off. We'll be right here on 25 and 6. Okay, folks, scoring will be coming in now. I'm going to give you the update of the top 3 teams, and we will go into our roll-off right here on 25 and 6. Again, sorry for the technical issues, but at least we're up and running. And we will watch the finals coming up shortly here at Robert Eddy's. Now, he is in the hunt to make it with Rob Little, Garrison and Beery, MacGyver and Rucker, and several more teams. But right now, thank you for helping me. Right now, for now, I don't have them all, obviously, so there's not much I can do about that. But we'll give you the best we can. All right, competition just about finished. What'd you end up for 5?
Plus 220.
Shot 12-20. That's good. That's good bowling. How'd your partner do? Any good? No good?
He threw it well.
Yeah.
He's working on some things.
No handicap. You got a lot of handicap. What are you getting?
No, only 5 pins, but so we have no chance.
12-20 ain't good.
I told him today was a $40 practice session.
Yeah. Well, it's good to cross pairs without practice balls to see what you got too.
Yeah, we're working on his. Joe's a really good player. He just we're working on his tempo.
Who's that, Joe?
Yeah,
Nice man. You know, he worked here for a few years. You know, he was here.
really good player.
Had a great release.
He got robbed. He got robbed in the game 1 with a couple of splits he shouldn't have had.
Yeah. Had a great roll on the ball. All right, folks, we'll give you the top 3 shortly. Again, sorry we don't have any other cameras. This will be it for the rest of the day. Okay, scoring is done. We're waiting for one more boulder right there, Zell and Hilton. As soon as they finish this 10th frame, Hilton 1 ball away, we'll be able to get everything updated. We'll give you our top 3, and we will go directly into our roll-off on 25 and 6 here at Robert Eddie's.
Frankie.
Like I told you, my sister and my brother on the TV, and I did that first chance, and they gave me
Pops, let's go. We gotta go home.
We said you want to eat. Probably next Friday.
Yeah, I told them next Friday. Most likely Monday. Or Friday.
got my book, got my golf ball, I got my water. Right? Huh? Yeah. Everybody left the popcorn.
It's Eddie and Little, Denard and Swiney, Rucker and MacGyver. So in game one, the Brandon Rucker and James MacGyver against Janine Denard and Davion Swiney. And the winner of that match will bowl Robert Eddy and Rob Little for today's championship. Again, Robert Eddy bowling very well today, along with Rob Little, Janine and Davion.
Our first match for step ladder is going to be Brandon Rucker and James MacGyver versus Janine Denner and Davion Sweeney.
All right.
25-26.
25 and 6. Here we go. This will be the pair. Again, this will be the only pair we will show. There'll be no Larry Cam. And Joe Panko is giving the directions. The producer of my show. There will be no interviews, and but that's okay. As long as we can watch this action, it's good, it's fun, and we're going to watch some people win some money. We'll give you the prize fund. Janine Denard bowling very well in recent months, along with Davion. She's had several top fives, one of the most improved bowlers on the ladies' side. Again, strong field today, 58 bowlers, 29 teams. Rob Little hasn't gotten to a title match in a long time. I don't remember the last time. It's probably a year. So him and Robert will be teaming up to bowl one game for today's championship. And we will be on tomorrow at 1:15 for the Paradise Vintage Market 50 and over eliminator and the 49 and under eliminator. Two tournaments we will be running at the same time. A lot of people hanging around. I guess we're getting some cold weather on Monday and Tuesday. They're talking low 30s again. Really thought we were over that about 3 weeks ago, and it looks like it's coming back again. So we're even getting a little ourselves, something like the Northeast, but like I said earlier in the show, the weather here isn't been a major highlight. Believe me, we're used to a lot better than this. Our weather pattern this winter for the United States has been a letdown, to say the least. So we're praying for the people in the Northeast. You know, if they get 2 feet of snow up there, there's going to be a lot of damage, a lot of highways closing. So we're hoping and praying that somehow there's a shift and it doesn't get that kind of snow. But 2 feet, that's not good.
Hey, Logan.
Now, Brandon Rucker, the son of Chuck Rucker, who is running the store here for RPM. James MacGyver, who graduated school out in Wichita. Was on a college team in Wichita. Brandon Rucker also working for Audi of Fort Myers. Janine Denard, a school teacher. And right now, Rucker and MacGyver are definitely lined up. I'll find out what the handicap is shortly. Obviously, Denard and Swiney are going to be getting some wood. And the two young men definitely look lined up right now. 25 and 6 is not really hooking a lot like it does on Wednesday nights during our King of the Hill. Right now, 25 looks the same as 26. Of course, that could change at any moment, but I don't think it's going to with just one game. Not Thursday night or Wednesday night. Keep in mind, there's 24 games bowled on the pair. Today we had 20, but not near the higher rev rates. Keep in mind it's a mixed field, so they haven't broken down as much as they normally do, which is obviously better for scoring here. Both lanes look similar. Seeing that ball pushing for Janine, and she's gotten a heck of a lot better. She's throwing 15 pounds, too. It's a young lady that 4 years ago you wouldn't have bet on 120. All of a sudden, just got a little better, kept bowling a lot of tournaments, and looking very good right now. You know, anytime you get a lady with a lot of handicap that's improved tremendously, they can make the difference because she's getting a ton of wood and she's capable of 220 or 230. I've seen her do it, even though she's getting 40 pins a game or so. I'm going to find out momentarily. Let me get the handicaps. handicaps are going to be coming in. It's MacGyver and Rucker against Swiney and Denard. It's they're getting 34 pins more per game, so they're spotting 34. They've got to win this game by 35 pins, doubles total, to move on. That's Rucker and MacGyver have to win by 35 to move on. And with Janine striking right now, here's the deal. Obviously, the two young boys have a average advantage, but in one game, let me tell you what, one mistake, one key split, and hey, nice bowling today. First 9 and then first 11, then the first 9. Pretty good for an old Yankee fan. All right, Swiney now coming up on the left lane. They're going to finish on the right lane. Look at that ball hold. Oops. And all of a sudden, see, now that's the one that fools you. You get locked in on that lane and all of a sudden one jumps like that. And that happens on 25. It's an amazing lane. Now we'll see what happens when Rucker and MacGyver get to it. Now they both start with strikes. Keep in mind they have to win this game by 35 pins to get to the title match against Eddie and Little. Now this is a big ball for Janine, because they could take a 45-pin lead if she strikes on this shot. She's got to hurry. No, out the window there. Ooh, got a break. Okay, it doesn't chop. And MacGyver now can cut it to a 25-pin lead with a strike here. Was left off his hand. He's lucky he hit the pocket. So it's going to stay at 35 if both make their spares. And Janine's in. MacGyver's in, and all right now, Rucker can cut it to 25. With a strike. We'll ring in 10 for Swiney, so it's now 36 or 34, and Rucker can cut it to 24 with a strike on this shot. And there it is. It's now 24 pins.
That's why I didn't ask you, because I didn't have part of the overtold yesterday. I picked it up. I came down here with a full
Now, Janine's had a very good season since last August. She's made our step ladder and our top 5 several times. She's getting a lot better. And now she got the lick. She kissed the poor thing. I'm sorry, Janine. Now that cuts it to 21. And now 22, and that's if she makes this spare, it's 22. If she misses, it could be 10 or 11 pins, and with Rucker on a strike, this could be a tie match real quick. Janine open 46, 13, 35, 22, 12. Rucker strikes on this next ball, and Davion strikes. It's a 2-pin match. So all of a sudden, it's just tightened right up. Now, the two young men, both of them have not missed the pocket. MacGyver with a 7-pin and a 4-pin. So obviously they have the advantage. Of course, it's a long match. Anything can happen. Davion could strike out for 270. He's certainly capable of it. Brandon Rucker now for a triple here on lane 26. And he gets it. And now basically a tie match with 7 frames to go. A couple of pins apart. Anything can happen. Guyver looking real good. Those are good shots. Got that swing bumping out like Tackett does, and then he realigns it more so than Tackett. I mean, he's way out to the right. And then he realigns and gets it underneath his shoulder, and it's not too bad when he realigns, but I've often felt with an arm swing like that, you can get into trouble. Well, you talk about a solid game. Watch this shot for Brandon Rucker. I love his game. He throws the ball beautifully. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Is that sweet? Don't get any better than that, folks. All right. Now they're taking the lead. Davion can get within a couple pins. Boy, he needs to strike on this shot. Take the pressure off Janine. And they're a couple of pins apart now. It's going to go down to the spares. And the counts on spares. You don't want to spare in a 6 or spare in 7. That could cost you the match. Tight match like this. Left off her hand. Now MacGyver can pick up 10 right here. Watch how way to the right the swing is at the top of the swing. Out there and then realign right there. Wow. Beautiful shot. They're up 18 pins. If Rucker gets this strike, they're up 28. They have picked up the 35, they're down, and picked up another 28 to take the lead. And every shot he's had is like that, just dead flush. So, Davion has got to strike here. They're going to dig a hole. I mean, they cannot afford to not strike when they're on strikes. They've got to take advantage of the plus 10 scenario. Oh boy, he got a break there. So they're up 8 pins. I take that back. They're up 8. I want to double check that so momentarily. Just bear with me. Let's see. 20, 33. 43, yep, they're only up 8 pins. I made a mistake, sorry about that. Right here, MacGyver can make it 28. And he strikes there, and now they are up 28. Davion can cut it back to 18, and boy, he better, because looks like Brandon Rucker could shoot 300 right now, the way he's throwing the ball. And it's 18.
Let's go. They gave you one.
Now it's 17, and that's the only thing that could stop him. I mean, he's deadlocked in. So it's still a very close match. Less than 20, you know, 2 strikes, you pick up 3. They're both on a strike now. Janine and Davion, so they can actually take the lead here back in the 7th frame if they both strike, and MacGyver does not strike. That's what you can't do. I preach it every single week. Make your one pinners. It seems like a broken record, but God, I cannot believe he just did that. As good a bowler as he is, they can't do that. You cannot give away 11 pins in a one-game match. Wow. And all of a sudden, Denard and Swiney have taken the lead back. Unbelievable. I mean, they were down 28 pins, and all of a sudden, they've taken the lead back. So let's see, 18 plus, 5 under, 23, 12. This match is dead even right here. Dead even. Oh, wow. And now, Davion and Janine take the lead, and Brandon cannot pick up any wood here with a strike. See, and all of a sudden he goes ringing 10 and leaves a 2-pin. So now, let's see. 28 and 17 is 45, 39, 35. They're 30 pins ahead. They have got a 30-pin lead right now. Rucker and Denard picked it up that much. Let me double check. 39, 26 plus 12, 47. 29. Yep, they got a 30-pin lead. Unbelievable. They were just down 20. And Davion with 5 and her with a double. And Rucker stopped striking, missed a spare. And MacGyver left a spare. All of a sudden, boy, Janine can pick up another 10 right here. Look at this shot. Oh my God. Hold it. Okay, she got a break. She broke down to 3-6-10. So 18, 23 there, plus 12, 39. So I made a mistake on my scoring. Just bear with me, folks. I lost focus for a second. Let me double check this. And 18 is 45. So 22. That gives her 35, 32. Davion strikes here, they're up 22 pins. And he strikes, and they are up 22, even though she opened. They have a 22-pin lead, both working on a strike, going into the 9th frame. Plus 22, Denard and Swiney. Janine strikes to keep it plus 22. Now, MacGyver strikes here, it's 12 pins. And he kicks a 4-pin, so it's now 12 pins. Now, Rucker and Swiney, with Swiney first, he brings it back to 22 with a strike. They were down, and all of a sudden, they caught him. Now they're up 22. Now Rooker's got to strike here to bring it back to 12. He opens, they're going to lose. I mean, he's one ball away from losing if he makes a mistake. And he leaves a 10. Now keep in mind, he missed one earlier. So all of a sudden, they have dug an unbelievable hole. They had a great advantage going into the sixth frame with Janine on a double and Davion on 5, and then all of a sudden it ended. They had him and let him go. So he makes the 10. So here's the situation. 27 and 40 is 45, and Davion at 59 minus 17 is 40. 17 pin lead, and MacGyver does not strike there. So Davion and Janine 17 ahead right now, 17. And if she strikes here, it's 27. Uh-oh. Now MacGyver makes this, and she gets one. That'll be under a mark with Davion on 7 and Brandon on a spare. So if Davion strikes, if she misses this, if Davion strikes, it's over. If she makes it, Davion, so let's see, she goes 71, 27, 29, and 27 is 56, minus 35 is 21 lead, 22, 22, and 27, 20, let's double check. 49. Davion's plus 10. He strikes here, the match is over. Now, if he doesn't strike, Brandon can triple. It could be a tie match. And it's over. That's it. It's over. It will be Swiney and Denard against Robert Eddy and Rob Little. Brandon got that 10-2 late, bowled a heck of a game, but just didn't get enough. So if he goes 37 and 26 is 63. And there it is, it's over. A lot of chirping, a lot of yelling and chirping going on here. It's the chirp contest. And Brandon with a great game, but I tell you, the two young men bowled fantastic. They're going to shoot 463, but they were given 35 pins. Final score is 532 to 491. Is it 532 or 512? By 22 pins, and now it's Robert Eddy and Rob Little. Scores very high on that pair. Unbelievable. A lot more than I expected. I did not expect to see the numbers that high. Philadelphia 12 to 20 inches, yep. They're in trouble back there getting that. You just don't know what to expect with this match coming up because obviously Swiney and Denard coming off a heck of a game. But remember this, Swiney just shot 279. And there is a lot of yelling going on. So here we go. Eddie and Little against Denard and Swiney. Again, we're just down to this one camera, so we don't have scoring and we will not have the live interview. We might get him up here to say something anyways in the mic, but we're locked on this one camera and we're grateful for that. It's been a tough day with technology here, but at least we could bring it to you. We're happy to do that. Wayne Bowen is on. Let me find out about the prize money. $6.14 for first, $3.07 for second. So there's serious money up there now. Not counting everything else. I wish I could have won it over with it, all the brackets and whatnot. But it's now Robert, Eddie, and Rob Little. The two Robs. It's Davion and Janine. Looks like both Robert Eddie and Rob Little are lined up. It's going to be a good match. I'll tell you what the handicap is shortly. They'll be putting that in, so we'll see that. Okay, the match is starting. Handicap is going to be going in, and we'll let you know exactly the situation. Dakota is putting it now into the scoring unit. and Robert are getting 38, and Janine and Rob Little and Rob Eddy are getting 38, and Janine and Davion are getting 62. So it's 24 plus for Janine and Davion. 24 plus. Scoring is now in, and here we go. Our owner and avid tournament bowler, Robert Eddy, has won a couple of times in the last year, 2, maybe 3 times. Hadn't won a tournament in about 3 years here, and all of a sudden has had some streaks where he's bowled very well. One thing about Robert, avid bowler, loves tournament play. Good shot for the ball. And everybody's busted him. They're yelling out re-rate. They want him to get less handicap. He's got to put up with it. Oops, what was that, Janine? What are you doing? Janine, you got to let it go. That was called the supreme squeeze on that one. You got to let it go, honey. Got to get it off your hand. That's a good spare for her because, with a 3 off the left, to come back with a spare is really a good shot. Now, Davion, who's obviously, been around the pocket, got a few breaks last game, but he's kept the ball in play. 279 to win that first game. A lot of yelling out there right now. You'd think you were at a Yankee Red Sox game. Throwing the ball very good right now, playing the lanes right. And Janine just horrible first balls, her last 2 shots. 3 in the first frame, 6 in the second frame. She's making it tough. She's got to make these spares now that are not easy. And if Rob Little gets this one here, they pretty much caught him in 2 frames. Whoa, boy, he just gave it back. Look at that. And Janine with another excellent spare shot. Now, he's got to go for 2. Don't make a mistake. Don't give away any wood. Get 2 pins. Don't try to make it and throw it in the gutter. So all you can do is get 2. Davion striking there, so they are up 10 plus what they were getting in handicap. Right now they are in good shape. Robert Eddy right now on a double. It's been around the pocket all day today, bowled very well. expect a decent shot here. Oops, got that in. Yeah, almost held, but boy, it was left off his hand. So now, and Janine coming back with a strike after a 3 spare, 6 spare, and Robert Eddy leaving the 4-9 on a double. So right now, Davion and Janine have the lead. Even if Robert makes this spare, they have the lead. Rob Little open in the second frame. Fairly close for Robert. So Janine and Davion with a lead and can add to it right here.
I noticed Robert Eddy's he's normally down here. He's kind of up here now.
And Davion coming back, and all of a sudden, they're looking real good, and he's locked in. Keep in mind, he ended with the last 10 last game, and started with 3. He's got 13 in a row. Holy! Robert pulling the last 2 balls left off his hand. Didn't give either shot any room at all to the right. Try and catch the friction, catch the entry angle. Just yanked them both, and look at this. Now, okay, pocket 4-5. So again, she had a chance if Robert, doesn't strike. She could have picked up 10. So now she's gonna. Robert making the spare, so Robert at a 196 pace. Janine opens, she will be at a 184 pace. And that's a great shot, making the 4-5. Excellent shot for her. So now Rob Little can pick up 10 on this ball. Whoa, and a late 4-pin. Now Davion can pick up 10 on this one. Got to maximize it when you're on strikes. Wow, Davion just dead in stroke. That's his 14th strike in a row. So Davion up 34. Janine and Robert tied. They are getting 24. They are up 58 pins right now. 58 pin lead for Davion and Janine. Davion and Janine and Robert Eddy and Rob Little and Robert Hilton are very good friends, and they're all here. There's a nice ball today, Brent. And there's a lot of yelling. Oh, Rob Little with a great shot there. Could have picked up 10. Now Davion coming up. Janine giving that away right back to Robert. So now he's up 14. And if you give that to Rob, that's 69 or 20 down. And they're giving 28. So it's now a 48 pin lead. And Davion can bring it back to 58. He's got 15 in a row, folks, and he looks unstoppable. And what you're going to have here is a very simple scenario. If they just spare out, right? If they just spare out, Robert and Rob each need 4 baggers to win. Just if Davion and Janine stay clean with spares. And that was left again, and Robert Eddy, who really started off with 2 great shots, is just pulling the ball. Okay, Robert with the spare. Janine needs to make this. And she missed. And now she gives back 11. So 91, 9, and 16 is 25. And that goes to 100. They're still down a lot of wood. Still down 50. And all of a sudden now a big change right there with Swiney ending at 15 in a row and neither one of them marking in the 6th, and Eddie and Little marking, and Little with a strike. So let's do a little tabulating here and I'll tell you exactly the scenario. 98, 49, 49. "47 pins, Swiney and Denardahen. 47. And Little can cut it to 37 with a strike here. They're not out of it, but he really needs to get this one. And he gets it. It's 37, and Robert Eddy strikes here. It's 27. This match is not over. Believe me, not over by any means. Both bowlers on strikes. Janine's on a strike. Davion, all 4 on strikes. Eddie striking, it's down to 27. And now, all of a sudden, if Janine misses this, we got a match out of nowhere. Boy, these things just go back and forth. And boy, is this a big shot for Rob Little. And it's within a mark, and And she just missed this, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they had this gigantic lead of 58 pins. And all of a sudden now, this is an even match. I mean, they're less than a mark apart. Janine missing 3 spares in her last 4 frames. All makeables. Just got a little confused, a little lost. And boy, Davion really has to strike here. It shows them 15 pins ahead, but let me go one step further here. 43 down, and 5 is 48, minus 24, minus 34 is 14. It's right about a mark. Robert Eddy strikes here, it's a 6-pin match. He strikes, I believe they are 6 pins ahead with a Robert Eddy strike. Whoa! Whoa, whoa. It's not a foul. It's not a foul. It's not a foul. It's not a foul. The ball stayed on his hand. The ball stayed on his hand. It's not a foul. If he let the ball... Yeah. Stayed on his hand. It's not a foul. It can't constitute a delivery if the ball stays on his hand. How's that one? Isn't that wild?
Makes sense.
Well, yeah, he didn't release it. All right. Could have got hurt though, boy. You don't want to see that. Boy, that's a good shot too. Look at this. Wow! Unbelievable. So they take a 5-pin lead right now with Swiney coming up. Now, if he strikes, he takes a 5-pin lead. And this is going to go down to the 10th frame, an exciting match. He almost falls. He holds on to the ball, and then he strikes. It's like, really? You want to add a little drama? Unbelievable. And now Davion takes a 5-pin lead. Wow. And now if Little strikes, they take a 5-pin lead. Just like that. And now he strikes. And this is going to be a 10th frame game. 5 pins difference between the two teams. Little and Eddy up 5. And Robert's going first. And what he does not want to do here is he doesn't want to miss the head pin, leave a split, and there's hit the pocket. Get 9. Don't lose anything in count. And boy, it's just a big shot for him. They take a monstrous lead because Janine just got nothing after her 5th frame, and they are up 17, and And Robert Eddy could strike and be up 27, which would just force Rob Little to mark. Now, if Robert Little opens, all right, if Robert gets this one, he goes 36 to 56 is 80, minus 24 is 56. It's over. Robert strikes here, this match is over. They cannot lose even if Rob Little opens. Robert giving it the Pete Weber. The Pete Weber chop. And what a finish for him. I gotta give him credit. You know, he just bowled 236 with an open in the third, struck it out from the seventh. So let's say Little opened and shot 220 is 456. I believe they're the winners with that double in the 10th. I think it doesn't make any difference. Even if Davion strikes out, I think it's over. They've got a big lead. And Robert Eddy with 236 and a strikeout. And the lead for them with handicap now is, if that sign leaves, they're 38 ahead. I think this match is over. I think even if Davion doubles, they go to 18. Rob would just need a fill ball. That's it. It's over. It's over. Eddy and Little win. Davion, who bowls 279 in game one, can go 265 in game two and still have lost here. Amazing. Bowled great in the roll-off, but Janine just had a bad game. She's been bowling very well lately. Just a little lost on her spare shooting. And it's over. Little and Eddy with the win. And it's still enough.
Hey, you walking right into the winner's circle. You walking right through the winner's circle.
And Eddy and Little are our winners for today's action here at Lightning Strikes.
No fan interference, huh, Daniel? No fan interference.
$600 for first place, plus brackets, pots, etc. $300 apiece. Good prize fund today. And great bowling for Davion and Janine. They have nothing to be ashamed of. Second place, still very good. And Little and Eddy with 505 to 477. Now keep in mind we do not have my camera up. They're going to go out there and get their pictures taken.
Want a cake? I ain't paid no time.
Are you going too?
And Eddy and Little out there with an excellent performance, considering that Robert opened in the third and they were down some serious wood with Davion starting with 5 in a row. And all of a sudden Janine fell apart and Robert and Rob Little started the strike, and then 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th frames right in there and won the match. So
Because I want to be watching. I'm watching you guys. 230 average today.
Robert Hilton laying into Rob Eddy and Rob Little any way he can. I wish I could put the camera on him. This is hilarious. They're all busting, of course. They're all very good friends, but it's called bust time. They got to bust each other because that's the nature of their relationship. Now, we don't have cameras, but I want to see if the boss wants to say anything here to all of you. We lost all our cameras, but the mic works and this camera works. You want to say something to everybody?
No,
This is it. You sure?
Did
You
you get to see it though?
Oh, we got this only.
Thank your
Look,
sponsors.
here.
Thank the bowlers.
Let me show you something. This was it. Look. This is what we had. Period. I can't get to me. Like, watch if I hit the.
Right now?
Yeah, like if I hit the Larry cam, watch. Yeah, it's locked up. I even had Wayne on. Watch this. See, that's my camera. Nothing. See it? Look, zip. Anyways, congratulations.
Thank you.
And you bowled very well today. You came back. You had a stone 4-9 in third. Come back with a late 5-bagger to
I
win.
averaged 230 for the 5, and I shot 230 the last game. So I averaged 230 for 5, and I ended up
I
shooting
know.
232.
And Davion bowled great.
Davion bowled well all day.
277 and 262. And
Wait,
still,
Rob!
come on in here, Robbie.
Camera.
We have sound, but we just don't have cameras.
No camera.
Locked in. I got to get Wayne to look. We have sound but no cameras. Congratulations, Rob Little.
Thank you, sir.
And you won with the boss.
We got Little Rob and Big Rob over
Yeah.
there.
You won with
Exactly.
the boss
Yeah,
today.
Rob and Rob.
What did he make you an offer you couldn't refuse?
No,
What
he,
was
asked,
the
he
deal?
came to me.
He's already inked us in for the next 8 months.
We both get together.
No, we did. We did
Great,
well.
especially after the fifth frame. You both put.
That's why I told
They
him.
had you
We were
beat pretty
60,
good.
50, 60 down.
Oh, yes, you were.
Yeah, I told her, I said, hey, don't give up. I said, make good shots.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
just
yeah.
stay in it. Stay
When
in
was the
it.
last time you won? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been the trios. Me and
About a
Davian,
year?
Yeah,
About a year?
Yeah, it's been a
Boss, when
while.
was the last time you won? Recently? 3-4 months ago? 3 months ago?
Yeah, it's been a
You
minute.
had 3 wins. You had some wins, and it's your first one in a while. About
Yeah,
a year?
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a
A
while.
year. It's a long dry spell.
I know.
It is.
I just had to find the right partner.
I think he's the right partner.
I think so.
Did you notice? I used that hammerhead all day, and I got over
And you
here. I
switched.
was pushing the mania.
Yeah.
I would have said you were wrong, but you shot 230. The score makes you
I
right.
got to where I was trying to play too tight, so I moved left and I angled myself right to make sure I got through on it.
No,
and
we
that
did.
was good.
We did good. He bowled well.
Do you think he carried you?
We carried each other. I think so. I think so. I think because when we made
You're
bad
both very
shots,
good together.
We averaged over 500.
You
right
guys
now.
are very good friends.
yeah, because we every time we made a bad shot, we were like, hey, just hey,
yeah.
mark, stay clean,
No matter, he
move
missed
on.
10 pin. I only
Yep.
missed one 10 pin today.
That's
and
what
I
I'm
had one split.
You averaged 230 for the day?
232 for the 5, and I shot 232 last game. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Re-rate.
I went
But I don't
12,
know. I mean,
50.
you've
I
seen
think.
me fall apart many times.
Well, you're both great. Good for you.
Moving left and getting through the ball a little better.
Yeah.
Like Ricky.
No,
helped
we
me.
did
I
good.
love it. You belong left. See, you could play in there, and you didn't do it for a long time. You're good in there.
Well, what happened?
Your
is
target's
I
right in
didn't
front of
carry.
you.
So I moved right. I started carrying from the right, and then
But you're good inside. Your pocket's right in front of you. You're very accurate. You can jam them and rope them right up.
yeah, I did well today.
Oh, good today.
No, he did. I'm happy he did.
So am I.
I'm real happy he did.
Fun.
So
Yeah,
am
that
I.
was
I
real
can come
fun.
back tomorrow with nice.
Yeah, hey, we
I
had a
got
good,
cedars tomorrow.
we had a
He's
good
got
time.
the scenery. He might go double. He might go double hit.
49 under. Tomorrow.
Who, me? I'm 50 and over.
Congratulations, boss. Nice job,
Absolutely.
baby.
I appreciate it,
All right,
Larry.
man.
Thank you.
See you in the morning. See you both in the morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it a show. We will see you tomorrow at 1:15. Again, we want to thank all of you so much for joining us. See you in the morning.